Alrighty, boys. We have your top 5 best quarterbacks in Mut right now. Okay, why am I doing top 5? Well, I believe 10 is just too many to do. Okay, fellas. If you are using from 6 and below, 5 is the cutoff line. Okay, quarterback is your most important spot on offense, in my opinion. He's the one who touches the ball every single play. You need to have a top 5 quarterback. I believe from here on out, we're going to do top 5s only, right? Because I've done a few of these lists, and it's a major decline, okay? Besides running backs, right? Running backs are a dime a dozen. Wide receivers, right? There's a top 5, a clear-cut top 5 that you need to have at least 1 or 2 of these guys in the lineup. So we're going to continue to do top 5s from here on out. Also, a little disclaimer, we are getting that 99 Jalen Hurts. As long as he gets the best abilities, he will be the best quarterback in the game that everybody's going to have and want to use. And then there's also going to be Jaden Daniels. We'll be getting an honors card, most likely a 97. He will probably be somewhere on this list as long as he gets good abilities. But for today, fellas, top 5 best quarterbacks in the game. Let's get to it. Alrighty, boys. And at number 5, we have Robert Griffin III. Personally, I am not the biggest fan of this card because of his accuracies. Okay, he has bad accuracies, and I'm going to put you guys onto a little bit of work here, okay? There is a hidden stat that we will show you guys in a second. Now, he has 95 speed, 99 acceleration, right? Most of the MCS guys use him because of this 95 speed, 99 acceleration. He has a buttery release, right? One of the best releases in the game over the top 2. I do not like this card, again, because of the accuracies. He is trigger happy. This guy will miss throws, right? Go watch some of the MCS games. There's a few throws that they're overthrown, sometimes too high on high balls, leads to interceptions. The MCS guys love this guy, though, right? Because he gets all the good abilities. Master Tactician, for those of you who don't know what Master Tac is, it is Playmaker, Conductor, and Hot Route Master all combined into one for 4 AP. And then you can throw on Gunslinger on him. This is going to cost you 8 AP right here. This costs you 8 AP. This is why, in my opinion, he's at the bottom of this list at number 5, right? He's still a very good quarterback, especially because of that speed. But when I said I was going to put you guys onto something, let me show you. There is a hidden stat that a lot of people don't know about and they don't take into factor, okay? Throw accuracy. You cannot go find this in Madden. You can't go look at your player card and find this stat right here. You have to come over to mut.gg and look at the compare. This right here, this essentially means 75% of the time he's going to throw an accurate ball. So 1 out of every 4 throws will be inaccurate no matter what. All right? 1 out of every 4 throws will be inaccurate no matter what. I just want to point this out because this will explain how we get to the top of the list a little bit more. We'll show you guys this all the way through. So at number 5, fellas, it's going to be Robert Griffin III. And at number 4, fellas, we have Michael Vick, the right-handed Michael Vick. I have to specify that. Right-handed Michael Vick. Okay, now, why do I think this guy's better than RG3? Some of the MCS guys are using this guy. I believe more are using that RG3 because he has that 99 acceleration. I'm perfectly fine with 95. Same speed. He's also paranoid when it comes to that sense pressure. 3/4 1, in my opinion, is a slightly faster release than over the top 2. It's not as consistent, right? The long throw is loaded up a little bit more. So I think people like that over the top 2 a little bit more because it's more consistent. Now, he definitely has better accuracies than RG3. He gets the same stack, okay? You're going to get Master Tactician and Gunslinger for 4. And I will show you guys the overall accuracy is a hair worse, right? I believe it's 73, right? RG3 had 75. So 73% of the time, he's going to throw a perfectly accurate ball or perfect to what his accuracies are supposed to be, okay? So, me personally, I prefer Michael Vick over RG3. More accurate, a little bit quicker throw when it comes to those short and medium throws. Number 4 on the list, boys, Michael Vick. And at number 3, boys, it is that new Patrick Mahomes, okay? And he is going to get +1 throw power and gift wrapped for 0 AP. That moved him up on the list a little bit more, okay? Gift wrapped will save you for some poor accuracies, all right? Now, 93 speed, excellent. 96 acceleration, excellent. Elite throw power, good accuracies, okay? That lower 3/4 1 is a fine release, right? It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's somewhere in that middle. It's pretty good, though. He also has the sense pressure is ideal, so you won't get throw under pressure, reds, anything like that, and a bunch of discounted abilities, okay? You have plenty of room to work with here, right? You definitely want to go Gunslinger, and you definitely want to try and get at least fit in that Master Tech. That right there is going to cost you 6 AP, but if you really wanted to, okay, you could go Conductor and Backyard QB, which is essentially the same stack, okay? Backyard QB, boys, just so you don't know, it is 4 extra hot routes and immediate playmaker. okay? And then you can get conductor. It's only going to cost you 3 AP, right? So you'll have to run conductor here. You have to run the backyard quarterback in the tier 3. And then for his specific discounted one, gunslinger, okay? That's going to cost you a total of 5 AP. Allows you to work with some more things. That is essentially all you need. Personally, when we get to the top, we'll talk about some other abilities that I prefer to run. Now, very good card, okay? A little bit expensive because quarterbacks ahead of him are going to be cheaper, and in my opinion, a little bit better, especially when it comes to accuracies, okay? Just want to show you his overall accuracy, and it is 62, boys, okay? I have played against this card. I have not personally used this card. I have noticed he does have some poor throws, okay? Corner routes, post routes, they tend to fall behind, and I'm able to catch up to him, pick him off because of this poor accuracy here, fellas. All right? So at number 3, boys, it is Patrick Mahomes. And at number 2, fellas, it is Jalen Hurts, the 95 overall. Okay, he will be getting a 99. We talked about that. The 99, as long as he gets the right abilities, he will be the best quarterback in the game. But we'll have to wait and see exactly how that goes. Now, I personally did use this card. Good speed. You can definitely tell the acceleration a little bit, but he's pretty shifty out there, okay? He's got good break tackle, good change of direction. You can definitely feel that when you run with him. He has that over-the-top 2, buttery release, one of my favorites. He does have that paranoid, right? I didn't get any red throws with him, so I wasn't too concerned, right? Because he has good throw under pressure, so he's just fine. That is something to be worried about. The longer you play with him, you might get some of those paranoid red throws, okay? Now, accuracies, in my opinion, he is a little bit more accurate, and I'm going to go ahead and show you right now what his throw accuracy is compared to Patrick Mahomes, which was a 62. The throw accuracy here, fellas, 69, okay? Nice, 69. He's a little bit better, in my opinion, when it came to accuracies, but it was an issue compared to number 1, boys. Number 1 is the Datasaurus. Okay, this guy, you'll see when we get there. We'll talk about him more. But it was an issue. I definitely noticed it that he was missing some throws. Okay, he doesn't throw the ball perfectly. Corner routes, same thing with Patrick Mahomes. A little bit behind him sometimes. Never too far in front, really, which is a good thing, right? Because on those drag routes, if you throw it too far in front, sometimes it goes straight to a cornerback. But I prefer the ball to be on the money every single time. You're going to get some behind you. They're going to be able to catch up to it, pick it off. We did have a couple of those, though. Everything else, perfectly fine, okay? Same thing here. He gets a bunch of discounted abilities, right? You're going to need that gunslinger, okay? But you can get it in another bucket. You can go gunslinger, gift wrapped, which will help you on some of those throws. If they do go a little bit further out in front, your receiver will be able to dive for it and make the catch because of gift wrapped. Another thing, he does not get Master Tactician, okay? This does hurt him a little bit, in my opinion. I was hoping he would get that 1 AP, but unfortunately the Eagles couldn't get it done, right? He couldn't get 300 passing yards. He would have got Hot Route Master for 1. He would have been possibly quarterback 1 because of the AP. It would have saved you. But what you're going to want to do, you're going to run gift wrapped, you're going to run conductor, you're going to run gunslinger, and then you're going to run Hot Route Master, okay? So that's going to cost you 3 right here, 5 here, 6 AP on this guy. All right, leaves you 3 to work with for everybody else on your team. He's pretty good, right? I just think number 1, you guys will see when we show you his accuracies and everything. I need an absolute Datasaurus when it comes to quarterback, in my opinion. But number 2, guys, going to be Jalen Hurts. And then number 1, boys, it is Steve Young. Okay, Steve Young. This is the best quarterback, in my opinion. Why? Right? A lot of people are saying, well, he's left-handed. He can't roll out. Yes, he cannot roll out to the right. He is very, very slow when you roll out to the right, and you have to reset your feet to throw it when you roll out to the right. It is a problem. But I am a pocket passer. If you need to run, he gets it done, right? If they're only sending 3 and you can get up inside that pocket and get going, he will be able to run. He'll get you good yards. He's a very good scrambling quarterback. Just can't roll out to the right. It is an issue, right? And people do know that. But his accuracies, elite, okay? I'm going to show you it right now, and I'll show you why this is the best quarterback. Throw accuracy, boys, 97, okay? 97, right? This guy is throwing a perfect, accurately thrown ball 97% of the time. And you definitely can tell. Slants, post, corner routes, everything is an absolute dot, leading your receiver perfectly on the run. You're going to take off every single time. It's when you get man pressed, okay, and they're sending dogs at you, this is the guy that you want, okay? He's going to throw a perfect ball 97% of the time. He has this over-the-top 5, which it is maybe the best release in the game. If you have not used this guy, this release is insanely fast, okay? It is noticeably faster than Over to the Top 2, which is one of my favorite releases. The only other comparable ones are like the 3/4 5, which Baker has, and the 3/4 3, which I believe Aaron Rodgers and like Jordan Love have. This one might be the best, okay? This one is extremely fast. I will say he does load up a hair on the very long throws, but it gets out really quick, all right? Again, very good change of direction. Very good on the run if you need to get running. Okay, again, I like to stay in the pocket with this guy because he throws absolute laser beams left and right. Now, also in my opinion, he gets the best stack, okay? What do I run on him? I'll tell you exactly. All right, I run set feet lead. Set feet lead on this guy. I will tell you, there is small instances. If you throw before your wide receiver comes out of his break, you will overthrow him a little bit, okay? It will be overthrown a little bit ahead of him. You have to wait for your wide receiver to come out of his break and then throw it, and it's going to be an absolute laser beam. You set feet lead allows you to throw into windows that you don't think you can throw into, okay? I went from Steve Young to Jalen Hurts, and I had a guy in cover 3, and you should be able to hit the seams deeper down the field. It got tipped away when I used Jalen Hurts. Went back to him, set feet lead. It's an absolute laser beam in between 2 defenders for a touchdown, okay? Set feet lead will win you some games. I run set feet lead, master tactician, and gunslinger. Okay, boys? That is all 9 AP, if in case you're wondering. It is all 9 AP, but in my opinion, it is very well worth it. Gunslinger, set feet lead, master tactician is an elite combo. That set feet lead, again, while it's not essential, you will notice it will improve your game. All right? You can get away without using it, but it definitely will improve your game. Great accuracies. Everything is on the money with this guy. I know it says 97, but it feels like 100%, right? It's very rare that I will get an overthrow. This guy is amazing. Best quarterback in the game. His only fault, guys, is that he is left-handed, right? He can't roll out to the right. It is a little bit hard to get used to, but once you get used to him, boys, you're going to be dotting a ton of people up. They're not going to be able to stop you, right? If you've seen my gameplay, you hear people get on the mic, how many times are you going to throw it right past my guy? Well, set feet lead will do that. And when you have 97 throw accuracy, you're going to throw absolute lasers right in the right spot where they can't get it and only your guy can catch it. Steve Young is very elite, boys. Number 1 on the list, Steve Young. Alrighty, boys. That's going to do it for your top 5 quarterbacks in Mut. So in the comments down below, let me know what you think I got wrong. I think I'm pretty accurate, man. I've tried all these quarterbacks except for Mahomes because I know Mahomes was inaccurate. I played against Mahomes the day he came out, like 6 out of 10 games, right? 60% of the time I was playing against Mahomes, Chiefs-themed teams, Eagles-themed teams with Jalen Hurts. I used Jalen Hurts. I like that accuracy from Steve Young. I like set feet lead. Getting it for only 3 AP at that discount is amazing, right? If anything, I would try and maybe work away from like master tactician and just start maybe running like apprentices on certain receivers and running backs that get it for 0 or 1. Other than that, this guy, Steve, he's the best quarterback in my opinion, man. If you haven't used him, I have gameplay of every single one of these guys except for Patrick Mahomes. I did not want to pick him up. 1, he's too expensive. 2, he's not that good. Steve is the best, in my opinion, and it's a clear cut and dry. Now, if you can't get used to a lefty, I understand that, right? Jalen Hurts is probably going to be your guy. The new Jalen Hurts is probably going to be my guy anyway, right? 99 overall. He happens to get set feet lead discounted. He'll be the guy I'm going with, okay? I really enjoy using set feet lead now. I used pass lead elite with Josh Allen, and you could tell a difference once we had to go away from that. I got back to used to not using set feet lead. Then Steve Young came out. Got to use it again. I'm like, damn, I missed this ability, okay? You're going to fit it in some crazy windows, boys. But again, if you think I got anything wrong or you agree with me, let me know if you're using any of these quarterbacks. Leave a comment down below. If you found this video useful, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, boys. Stay tapped in, right? We have these top 10 lists or top 5 lists now. We're going to be doing top 5s. We have coin making methods, ebooks, whatever you want. We got it over here, fellas. That being said, I want to thank you guys for making it this far into the video. Hope you boys had a blessed day. Peace.
For more awesome content, like and subscribe now.